I'm gonna play around with. It's just this one. Like, this one, like the podium shots I've done like 15 times. It's all 50 cents.
Good morning. Welcome to the 2022 Spring Convocation Ceremony, where today we will be celebrating our 2021 graduates. Before we kick off the celebration, I'd like to draw your attention to a few housekeeping items. Durham College's convocation typically lasts 2 hours, and we would be honored if you would join us for its entirety. Out of respect, we ask that you turn off or silence your cell phones and mobile devices at this time. Out of abundance of caution for everyone's safety, we ask that all graduates and guests please wear their mask for the duration of the ceremony. Today's ceremony will be live streamed. The convocation program guides are available online. To access the digital program guides and follow along with today's ceremony, please visit www.durhamcollege.ca/convocation. Also, we have a wonderful company capturing the ceremony through photographs to ensure you have a long-lasting memory of this special occasion. At this time, please direct your attention to the locations of the emergency exits. In the unlikely event of an emergency, we ask that you exit in a prompt and orderly manner should a building evacuation be required. Thank you for your attention, and please enjoy this morning's ceremony.
We've come a long way since our doors first opened. Though our beginnings were modest, our vision was bold. With each passing decade, we grew. Times changed, and we adapted. We evolved, and we delivered. Market-driven programs that get our grads jobs. Seamless support services that wrap around our students. Sustainable practices that protect our earth. For the past 10 years, our mission ensured that the student experience came first at Durham College. But we've reached a tipping point. As we reflect on all we've accomplished and look closely at where we stand, it's clear. We're not just putting the student experience first, we're reinventing it. What's happening on our campuses, across our communities, and around the globe is a DC-grown and led transformation of the way we learn, the way we teach, the way we work, live, and lead. The many paths to post-secondary education merge and weave in so many new ways, and our approach to delivering that education, advanced learning that innovates, inspires, and changes lives, is just as varied. We are shaping this transformation shoulder to shoulder, heads down while working hard, but always with clear eyes on the future. This is our stake in the ground. We are DC, and together, we are leading the way.
Good morning. Please be seated. My name is Scott Blakey, and I'm Durham College's Chief Administrative Officer and your MC for today's convocation ceremony. It is my distinct honor to welcome our class of 2021 today and officially call our spring convocation to order. I would like to start by acknowledging that Durham College is situated on the traditional lands of the First Peoples of Mississaugas of Scugog Island First Nation. These lands, covered under the Williams Treaty, and rest within the traditional territory of the Anishinaabe. We offer our gratitude to the Indigenous peoples who care for and through the treaty process share the lands on which we live, learn, teach, and prosper today. On behalf of the Durham College community, welcome graduates, families, friends, and special guests, as well as those of you watching virtually on our live stream. I will now ask you to stand, if you're able, for our national anthem.
Kakanadag ni titawinan ni sakitanan ni wiasuatena. Car ton bras s'est porté l'épée.
Please be seated. Graduates, receiving your credential is a great accomplishment that deserves recognition. So let's take a moment to acknowledge our grads with a round of applause. It is now my privilege to introduce your platform party. I ask that each member stand as your name is called and that our audience hold your applause until all the names have been announced. Kelly Doyle, Board of Governors. Ian Murray, Board of Governors. Lisa Allen, Board of Governors. Gary Rose, Board of Governors. Jerry Ouellette, Board of Governors. Nathan Wilson, Board of Governors. Jenna Peace, Chairperson, Durham College Student Association. Tara Koski, Dean Students. Lori Blunden, Associate Dean, School of Science and Engineering Technology. Maureen Farron-Tapper, Associate Dean, School of Media, Art and Design. Rebecca Milburn, Executive Dean, School of Skilled Trades, Apprenticeship and Renewable Technology, and School of Science and Engineering Technology, and the Principal of Whitby Campus. Greg Murphy, Executive Dean, School of Media, Art and Design. Ralph Hoffman, Interim Executive Dean, School of Health and Community Services. Margaret Camkin, Associate Dean, School of Health and Community Services. Jillian Dunn, Associate Dean, School of Health and Community Services. Bonnie St. George, Associate Vice President, Academic. Michelle Hutt, Associate Vice President, Academic and Registrar. Elaine Pop, Executive Vice President, Academic. Don Lavisa, President. Christy Honey, Chair, Board of Governors. Brant Lassard, Durham College Alumni Association and guest speaker. Stephen Murphy, President and Vice Chancellor, Ontario Tech University. Amanda Banning, First Peoples Indigenous Centre. These are your platform party guests for today's ceremony. I'd now like to welcome Christy Honey, Durham College's Chair of the Board of Governors, to bring greetings on behalf of the board.
Good morning. Thank you, Scott. On behalf of the Durham College Board of Governors, I'm pleased to extend our sincere congratulations to you, our graduates. I would also like to acknowledge the unique circumstances in which each of you completed your credential. The pandemic created challenges for everyone. Not a job or industry was left untouched by the impacts of COVID-19. In education, the college adjusted its entire model of teaching and learning, and as a board, it was our priority to ensure that students continued to receive the exceptional education and wraparound support services that Durham College is known for. A big part of that can be attributed to our incredible faculty, administration, and employees. And you, our students, also played a significant role in the transitions the college made in response to the pandemic. We were successful because of your resilience and eagerness to learn, even when faced with substantial change. Whether college life and academic success came naturally to you, or you encountered a few hurdles along the way, your steadfast perseverance, ability to adapt during these unprecedented times have been an inspiration to the board and to the entire Durham College community. We are incredibly proud of your desire for learning and how you led the way, even amid a global pandemic. I count myself lucky to be a part of the Durham College community. Like my fellow board members, I believe that education can be truly transformational. As Malcolm X said, education is the passport to the future, for tomorrow belongs to those who prepare for it today. Education holds immense power. At Durham College, you've gained new skills and enhanced others. You're walking away with valuable hands-on experience that will serve you as you advance in your career. And because of this, you will be the architects of tomorrow. You are poised to make a difference in our world, in our communities, and across the globe. Your future is full of opportunities, ready to be seized. So take the skills you've learned and continue to work hard to achieve the success you so greatly deserve. To the Durham College class of 2021, congratulations and good luck.
Thank you, Christy. The board's support throughout the pandemic has certainly been instrumental in guiding us to this point today. To address the graduating class of 2021, I call upon Durham College President Don Lavisa. Don?
Good morning. Thank you, Scott. On behalf of the entire Durham College community, it is my distinct pleasure to welcome you to the first in-person convocation ceremony in 3 years. While it's taken us some time to get here, we've made it and you've made it. And so thank you for attending today. I'm so happy to celebrate your successes and this important milestone with you. It's always a privilege for me to address our graduates during their convocation ceremony. And I love the moments of quiet before the ceremony begins, the growing buzz of activity as seats start to fill with proud parents and friends. It's exciting to catch a glimpse of graduates chatting with their classmates in anticipation as they gown up, or hug a friend that they haven't seen in months or maybe years. It's an honor to be part of convocation year after year, but this one is special. This is the first after several virtual events, and it's just like coming home. Having completed your credentials just over a year ago, I encourage you to reflect on that feeling of accomplishment when you submitted that last assignment or took that final exam. Remember the excitement that you felt when you started your first job out of college or began your next academic adventure. You know, it's rare that we can call on both of these experiences in chorus at a convocation ceremony. Because of the pandemic, you've already lived out the end of one chapter and are living the beginning of the next. Where you are now is already miles ahead of where you were in 2021, and that too is something to celebrate. Some of you are joined by family and friends who have been there to cheer you on during the big and small wins and supported you during those most challenging moments. Your professors and DC employees are here too. Those who mentored or provided career advice to you, who offered their encouragement or just a smile or a hello. The entire Durham College community is celebrating with you, which is one of the greatest achievements of your life. Not only did you complete your program, setting your sights on a tremendous goal and meeting it with resolve, but you made it to the finish line during a once-in-a-century global event, a life-altering pandemic that has impacted all of us in varying degrees in different ways. As COVID-19 changed the way we live, work, and learn, you showed the world that you can have an undeniable amount of drive and determination that will serve you well in your career and in your life for years to come. You faced challenges, some that were unique to you and your college experience, and others that you shared with your classmates, like adapting to remote learning. Well, it didn't feel like it at the time. These challenges you faced were leading the way to your next achievement. The pandemic taught all of us, that we can adapt and embrace new ways of thinking and new ways of doing. And it demonstrated the power of coming together in our communities and around the world. The knowledge and skills that you developed during the time at DC have instilled in you the power to be global citizens and have helped place a spotlight on the impact that a connected community holds. Even when physically apart, together you demonstrated how our collective experiences could lead to collaboration, innovation, and social responsibility. Today is about reflecting on that hard work and the dedication that have brought you here at this point. But it's also about looking ahead to the future and considering the difference you can make in your life, your communities, this province, and this wonderful country. Life is full of challenges, ones that will test your determination, resilience, and courage all over again. But given the experiences of the past couple of years, know that you are well equipped to meet them head on. But how you respond is up to you. You have a choice to draw on your experiences and everything you've learned during these unprecedented times to be a leader. And how you do that is a path that looks different for everyone. The pandemic has taught us that every person in every industry and every job is important. And likewise, anyone, regardless of who they are or what they do, can make a difference. Leaders are not identified by their job title, but by how they serve. They're identified by their determination and their willingness to adapt. Each day, you will wake up with the opportunity to do your work in a way that positively impacts others, whether you're in charge of a large corporation or just providing a helping hand to somebody in need. If you're caring, passionate, and motivated, know that you're making a difference. You'll meet people throughout your life who don't believe that, who think that having an impact on those around you comes when you're in a position of power or as you advance in your career. But leadership is not a trait that is automatically assumed when you achieve job success or standing. You live your own leadership through your decisions, by making unique contributions to the world, sharing your gifts and skills to those who need them, and by demonstrating empathy and compassion. The choice you make each day, whether to lead or not, is in your hands. And how exhilarating is that, knowing that you have that kind of influence? You will choose how you approach your life and your career, but you are now in a unique position where you have access to vast opportunities. You know, we've learned that this world is interconnected and we're dependent on each other. From a global perspective, you are included in a privileged group having earned a post-secondary education. And on a global scale, technology and the rapid acceleration of innovation have opened up opportunities across this country and worldwide. Some suggest the pandemic will prove to be the hinge event in modern history, a moment that forever alters its course. And we've certainly seen this in education, a change that you have personally experienced. More and more, people are connecting remotely, using discipline and ingenuity to find ways to collaborate regardless of physical proximity. Technology has opened up the door to much more broader and far-reaching transformation of work. And while this has resulted in more efficiency and innovation, as humans, we still crave face-to-face interactions to make deep connections, build long-lasting relationships, and put our applied skills to good use. We are learning to move forward, both from afar and closer together, to achieve a better balance. And having completed your credential while experiencing both of these realities, you are uniquely positioned for the new landscape of work that has emerged. Our world has been transformed, making way for incredible change and deeper connections in all that we do. So as you cross the stage, acknowledge how far you've come and the work that you've put into becoming who you want to be. Think about the unique skills that you've gained and ask yourself, how will I build a career around the new opportunities that are materializing in this accelerated world? How will you make a difference? Before I finish my remarks and let you get on to the best part of the day, I leave you with the quote from an incredible and courageous leader, Nelson Mandela, who said, "It is in your hands to make a better world for all who live in it." To our Durham College graduates, become your own leader. Get out there and make a difference, and I look forward to seeing the mark that you make on the world. Congratulations, class of 2021.
Thank you, Don. I am now pleased to introduce our guest speaker for the day, Brent Lessard, who will share insight and advice to our graduating class and deliver remarks on behalf of the Durham College Alumni Association. Brent graduated top of his class from the Mechanical Engineering Technology program in 2014. He is the co-founder and project manager of R-Loop, an engineering organization focused on accelerating technological solutions to global problems, and is the director of programs and operation at Venture Development Institute. In 2016, Brent led his colleagues at the first SpaceX Hyperloop pod design competition, where they were awarded the Best Non-Student Hyperloop Design Award. The following year, they won the SpaceX Hyperloop Innovation Award for their pod design. For his work with R-Loop and the leadership role he played in revolutionizing the future of transportation, Brent received provincial recognition in 2017 as the Premier's Award winner in the recent graduate category. Please join me in welcoming Brent to the podium.
Amazing. Thank you, Scott. And good morning to all of the parents, family, friends, and faculty here today. And to the graduates here, I feel very privileged to spend a little bit of my time with you here today. I applaud all of you on your successes so far, and you have my deepest respect. And I say that knowing a little bit what it's like to be exactly where you are today. Not too long ago, I was sitting in the exact same spot as you. I was waiting for my name to be called. I was nervous, I was excited, I was eager to get my diploma, get out in the world, and to make my mark. And since I graduated from the Mechanical Engineering Technology program back in 2014, I co-founded a globally distributed engineering organization named R-Loop. And we bring together individuals like yourselves and focus their energy on creating innovative solutions to some of our greatest challenges. We started by developing a system for high-speed transportation called the Hyperloop. We built the first scalable prototype vehicle in the world. And along the way, I accepted awards from SpaceX and Elon Musk. I presented to the Crown Prince of Dubai. I was featured in dozens of international news publications. And today we have over 2,000 people at our Loop contributing their time and their energy towards countless other projects that we have in development, including carbon sequestration technology, a virus attenuation device that won a $200 million contract recently. And we built a flying motorcycle because who wouldn't want a flying motorcycle? I'm also the Director of Programs and Operations at a startup incubator where I've helped over 180 tech startups accelerate their business and have facilitated over $50 million of investment into those startups. I enjoy building things, I enjoy building companies, and it's a particular pleasure of mine to support others in creating value and pursuing their entrepreneurial endeavors. And with the support of Don Lavisa and the amazing community at Durham College, I was also nominated and awarded the Ontario Premier's Award in the recent graduate category. And that same year, I was asked to deliver a convocation speech to the Durham College graduates of 2017. And I stood on this very stage with the goal to inspire graduates with the opportunities and possibilities that lay ahead of them based on the stories of my work and my development in the few years that followed accepting my diploma. And during that speech, I gave two pieces of advice. And as I thought about what I would speak about today, I thought it would be a great opportunity to revisit that speech and reflect on them after having the benefit of 5 years. As we were actually walking to the stage, Don said, "This better not be the same speech that you gave 5 years ago." So specifically for Don, this is the redux of that talk. So the first piece of advice that I offered was to find and devote yourself to your passion and your purpose, which seems straightforward enough, right? Find your purpose and follow it. But for me, it took quite some time to understand what truly motivated me and what I was passionate enough about to devote my time and my life towards. I was a mature student when I came back to Durham College. I actually had a classical music background, and I previously studied visual arts at York University. And while I enjoyed and still enjoy the arts, it wasn't until my mid to late 20s that I realized it's not something that I wanted to pursue a career in it. And that was largely because I didn't have the motivation to overcome the hardships that I did encounter and I knew I would continue to encounter. And largely because I didn't have that underlying passion or sense of purpose. I also grew up on a very healthy dose of science fiction, or diet of science fiction. And I loved utopian portrayals of what was possible for us if we were able to create a post-scarcity world, eradicate war, eradicate poverty, eradicate hunger. And those universes were almost always predicated on significant advances in technology. And so when I was thinking about pursuing a different professional path and looked internally to understand what I would be most passionate about, it became apparent that I would be most happy contributing towards that type of society that I wanted to grow into and that I wanted my children to grow into. And once I had that realization, it was easy for me to decide where to focus my attention and my efforts. And that's not to say that things got easier, and certainly the path ahead is never going to be clear. But if you're armed with that sense of purpose and passion, it will allow you to persevere through the downs as well as the ups along the way. Every one of you is an incredible collection of qualities and strengths. And there's an infinite number of possible paths in front of you, and you will all take your own unique path through life. Everybody's personal, intrinsic motivation will differ, but I can say with certainty that your energy is best spent moving you towards your goals. You've already taken a great leap over the past few years at Durham College in moving yourself further towards these goals. But as you go out and take the next steps in your professional life, I encourage you to take time to stop, reflect, and assess whether your current path is leading you towards or away from your goals, and expect course corrections along the way. But again, you'll never be lost if you're armed with that sense of purpose. So I still think that that piece of advice stands. The other piece of advice that I offered, which is something that is a core philosophy for myself, is to reimagine how you personally define work. And what I mean by that is changing your mindset from a belief that the primary purpose of work is to pay for your life, or that work is a burden, or that people must be forced to work. I believe that you want to work. You want to work on something that you choose to do and something that you are passionate about. And it wasn't until I had that realization that my professional career really began to accelerate. Out of Durham College, after I graduated, I started working for a small engineering firm in Ajax. And it was a great job for a recent grad, but that's all that I expected of it. It was a job that was financing my life. I was only getting out of it what I was putting into it, which was enough to collect a paycheck every other week. But separately, I started to get involved in my local community as well as international groups where I became connected with people with similar interests and similar aspirations. And that's where I first was connected with the individuals with whom I would later co-found Our Loop. And it's where I really got a glimpse of the possibilities that were truly available to me. So when it was suggested that we start a community to develop Hyperloop technology, I jumped at that opportunity. Projects like that don't come along very often, and usually they're not accessible outside of traditional tech hubs like Waterloo or Silicon Valley. And once we started Our Loop, it quickly snowballed as I found out that many people around the world find themselves in the same position I did after I graduated, which was wanting and willing to contribute to bold and audacious projects, but restricted by geography or the need to work to finance your life. And one of my colleagues at Our Loop put it this way. He said, "In college, I had dreams of working on space technology and making humans a multiplanetary species. But instead, I found myself designing lawnmower blades to pay my bills." But within days of launching Our Loop, we had hundreds of people from all over the world bringing a diversity of talents and resources. And it was an experiment in open collaboration, which was fueled by passion alone. We worked together online for 8 months before any of us even met in person, which was when 9 of us from 5 different countries flew to Texas A&M University to defend our designs to a board of SpaceX and Tesla engineers. After 2 days defending our designs against almost 2,000 other teams from companies and universities around the world, we won our first award from SpaceX, and we were invited to build and test our vehicle at SpaceX's facilities in Hawthorne, California. That was the first real validation that we had as a community. Then we had to build the thing, and that brings its own set of challenges. To that point, we were entirely a virtual organization. We worked totally online. I think it's become quite prevalent today. Everybody's familiar with that, but this was 5-6 years ago, before a lot of these tools were readily available and readily accessible. So manufacturing was a big challenge, but we all had our sense of purpose and direction. We mobilized another team of volunteers in the Los Angeles area, connected them online with our distributed team. International members with access to specialized equipment or materials would manufacture components, or in some cases, entire subsystems, and then ship them to our lab in Menlo Park, where they could be integrated and tested. And while all of this activity was going on, I realized that the true value that we were creating was in the community, and the processes that we developed to allow the community to work together. Up to the point that we tested the vehicle at SpaceX, our community had grown to 1,100 people from more than 50 countries, over 1 million hours logged in design, simulation, manufacturing, over 750,000 messages exchanged on our communication platform. We successfully self-funded the manufacturing of this vehicle and aligned ourselves with different relevant corporate partners. And today we still have that lab space in Menlo Park. It's sandwiched between a Facebook campus and a TE connectivity campus. The point is, everybody was volunteering their time and knowledge with no expectation of compensation. Everybody gave up time from their families, their social lives, and their personal hobbies to be part of something else. And we didn't know exactly what that something else was, but we had a greater sense of purpose, and that was our unifying motivation. By the way, I truly believe that value-driven communities are going to become the world's most powerful coordinators. So the beginnings of our loop was possible because a group of people came together to work on something that we wanted to work on. That resulted in incredible opportunities, not only for myself, but for my colleagues, many of whom went on to successfully launch careers in organizations like NASA, SpaceX, Tesla, Boeing, Virgin Orbit, Blue Origin, The Boring Company, and many others. So yes, I still think we should reimagine how we personally define work. And I believe everyone wants to work on something that you are passionate about and which has purpose. So with that mindset, the question changes from what do I want to do to earn money in life, and instead becomes what would I do if I didn't have to earn any money? And I think some of the greatest steps in your professional development and opportunities will really present themselves to you when you have that mindset. And so, reflecting back 5 years, I still believe those pieces of advice still stand. It doesn't matter what your particular passion may be. Find it, devote yourself to it, and you will have a fulfilling life. And now, as I wrap up my remarks and let you get on with this very exciting day, and as a board director at the DC Alumni Association, I want to touch briefly on what your life ahead can look like as an alumni. DC grads are found all over the world. Here in Durham region alone, there's over 40,000 of us. And regardless of where we find ourselves, we're all connected through the green and gold, and our alumni represent the college very well by contributing to their communities, making a positive impact, and propelling change. Which is why the Durham College Alumni Association is proud to present the Alumni of Distinction Award to 3 deserving DC alumni. Given in recognition of their individual excellence, these accomplished recipients have used the skills and knowledge gained during their time as a Durham College student to create amazing professional lives for themselves. I'll ask you all to direct your attention to the screen as we introduce this year's Alumni of Distinction Award recipients.
Hi, I'm Kristen Atwood. I am the chef turned filmmaker turned founder of the Emmy-nominated Chef Studio, which is a production company where we specialize in making food and cooking content for streaming and video on-demand platforms. I also actually live in Scotland now, and I've just taken on a contract position with a company here called LS Productions. They're really cool. They've worked with Marvel, Netflix, HBO, musicians like Harry Styles. So I just feel really lucky that I get to sort of grow and learn from their creative team.
It all started right here at Durham College, up in that gondola here in gym number 1, and it began on internet radio, which was so new at the time, and being able to get my start here doing men's and women's volleyball and basketball, transitioning that to the TV side, Rogers TV, Oshawa Generals, National Lacrosse, and traveling all over the world doing different broadcasts to TSN, CFL Sportsnet, and what I'm doing now at uffsports.com has just been absolutely tremendous, and it all began right here at Durham College.
So in my current role as the Provincial Director for the Indigenous Primary Healthcare Council, I have an opportunity to support primary care across the province. Having gone to post-secondary education for 19 years, people would ask me, why do you keep going to school? Like, what's your point here? And I would always say the same. I'm trying to get the tools and the skills that I need in order to help improve Indigenous health and social outcomes.
I think my time at Durham College definitely impacted where I am today, and I definitely don't think that I would be where I am if it hadn't been for my education there. I get to wake up every day and do what I love, which is to make creative things that make other people happy, which is pretty cool.
I first graduated from Durham College from an office administration program and then decided to go into nursing, but I didn't have the grades that I needed. And so I actually went back to and did upgrading through Durham College. And it was through this upgrading that I was able to be successful within getting into the nursing program, which is where I found my true love and passion. I wouldn't be where I am today if I didn't go back and get that upgrading through Durham. So I'm very grateful for everything that they've given me.
In my opinion, my education at Durham College really helped prepare me for the broadcast industry in a variety of ways, not the on-camera production side necessarily, but organization is so important in the business. You've got to be organized. I learned that at Durham College, as well as just the computer skills, the business side, just you are producing not just the on-camera content, but also your brand. And I learned a whole bunch of that right here at Durham College.
A recommendation that I have for DC grads is that the work environment is a completely different world right now, and that many organizations and companies are just trying to learn to work in this new normal and operate in this new normal. So support them, have patience with them, and really be flexible in the work that you're going to be doing.
Don't let anybody tell you that your dreams are too crazy or that career is out of reach for you, because it's not.
Never be afraid to ask the question. Remember, I live by this, why not you? You could send messages, phone calls, be rejected 100 times. You just need that one. I've had people call me back who I never dreamed of from all over the sports industry.
Don't limit yourself in your career choices. Don't limit yourself in your aspirations. Like anything that you want, if you work towards it and you plan, you can make it happen.
Never let anybody tell you you can't do something. You prove to them, to yourself, that you can do it. So remember, why not you?
So as you can see, your relationship with Durham College does not end when you graduate. I encourage you to stay in touch with the college and the Alumni Association. We want to hear about your success and share your accomplishments. As a DC alumni, there are also numerous benefits that you can take advantage of: discounts, special offers, networking events, and more. You can find details about them on the Alumni Association website or through our app. So again, I want to congratulate all of you on your achievements. I wish you continued success in the days, months, and years to come, and I wish you all a long and prosperous life. Thank you.
Thank you, Brent. Your journey since graduating from Durham College is an inspiration to us all. Graduates, we will now begin the formal recognition of your hard work. As you cross the stage, in lieu of shaking hands, we ask that you give a non-touch greeting to the platform party. This could be a wave, a thumbs up, an elbow pump, or placing your hand on your heart. To our guests, I encourage you to celebrate and cheer for your graduate as they cross the stage. I now ask Dr. Elaine Pop, Executive Vice President Academic, to come to the podium to begin the ceremony.
Thank you, Scott. It gives me great pleasure to present the 2021 graduating class of Durham College. I certify that each graduate called to cross the stage today has met all of the academic requirements of their credential. They conducted their studies with diligence, and they merit our congratulations and recognition. We will now commence the formal recognition of each graduate's hard work.
Ralph Hoffman, Interim Executive Dean of the School of Health and Community Services, will now present the diplomas and certificates for the School of Health and Community Services. Addictions and Mental Health, Adhina Jose. Jisna Francis Cherikara. Emily McBride. Lauren Eliza Ann Mazzaros. Jennifer Palmer. Animal Care, Madison Brooks. Tanya Cote. Kara Ellis. Emily Fielding. Cheyenne Haggett. Rachel Kelly. Carolina Martinez. Alex Rebello. Autism and Behavioral Science, Rachel Paul. Child and Youth Care, Sophia Victoria Aragada Jobra. Samantha Barlow. Madeline Bruzy. Shantae Jackson Greasley. Jersey Nicholson. Elizabeth Sims. Kyle Thomas. Gabriella Thomas DiMuzio. Sierra Whitworth. Kylie Wiseman. Community Integration through Cooperative Education, Nathan Graham. Haroon Rana. Robert Roger. Jonathan J. Dental Assisting, Levels 1 and 2. Asiel Abanador. Shanice Brown. Sydney Ruth Ann Goodhand. Ranjana Joseph. Mackenzie Mahone. Yogita Prasad. Daniela Puccio. Aisha Siddiqo. Alexandria Sodoma. Dental Hygiene, Madison Bayard. Emma Harris. Deborah Souza. Lakita Wilson. Dental Reception and Administration. Danielle Oak. Developmental Services Worker, Jessica Bain. Alexandra Bogris. Leanne Emery. Katrina Corrales. Switch it. Jennifer Morrow. Emily Moulton.
Cassandra Robertson. Trinity Whitehead. Oxwa Moyne. Early Childhood Education, Bavaleen Singh. Elaine Arenki Lozano. Sohee Bang. Lindsay Boylard. Amal Aurora. Monica Cambereri. Chelsea May Castro. Stephanie Chavez. Meow Sun Crystal Chen. Haley Christensen. Kadisha Connell. Kathleen Dean. Sarah Hickson. Tyalyn Jandrika. Chow Yan Lin. Melissa McEwen. Megan McEwen. Sayeda Mehdia Zara Nakwivi. Emerson Percival. Alana Bridge Gemawan. Ashwinder Preet Kaur. Aistera Santharajaha. Emily Rankama. Sahana Tampapule. Anisha Ramesh. And Sahajita Sober. Natalie Saburin. Rebecca Zika. Muskan Lihar. Navit Kaur. Harjot Singh Guru. Sukhandeep Singh. Fitness and Health Promotion. Jasleen Kaur. Jasnur Kaur. Kampalpreet Kaur. Siddharth Singh. Safina Ashraf. Feni Hasubhai Balgamia. Harleen Kaur Dillon. Joelle Green. Emily Harris. Harmandeep Kaur. Parneet Kaur. Alan Manojibai Mikwan. Vinny Pichel. Zeel Patel. Ovadani Dakshina Senadahira. Shukleen Kaur. Jazkaran Kaur. Rajat Shani. Ariel Sandmark. Kamar Shahidi. Devanshi Dilip Kumar Shah.
Ramanveer Singh. Tajeen Smith. Justin Travis. Abhishek Vija. Massage Therapy, Alberta Agnew. Emily Beasley. Nicole Breer. Madeline Crocker. Alexander Kassoon. Catherine Wickens. Occupational Therapist Assistant and Physiotherapist Assistant, Zainab Butt. Laura Carolina DeGaldo Barrera. Alexa Durbano. Allison Halligan. Andrea Highfield. Joshua McDonald. Pavisha Pera. Haley Riley. Rebecca Robinson. Jada Thompson. Personal support worker, Gurchanpreet Kaur. Tricia Cato. Chelsea Conway. McClarol Dansell. Macathlea Dionisio. Benjamin Friedland. Shania Hornby. Harshil Ravil. Alexandra Shrantz. Puneet Sharma. Practical Nursing, Zara Abdella. Naima Aiden. Adena Nyea Aquarando. Helen Emenfo. Joanna Marie Bato Aquino. Ariel Bobby. Tiffany Brown. Charlene Christensen. Flowerette Davis. Sahar Hassan. Lindsay Conway. Natalie Cox. Sasheka Eshu. Benedicta Ezike. Roisin Fox. Brittany Gear. Julia Gill. Emily Gillies.
Catherine Hurst. Alisa King. Attila Kovacs. Shelby Kuhn. Natasha Lynn Curhan McMullen. Samantha Leone. Alicia Matthews. Tyler Michelson Cooper. Brittany Miranda. Monica Apoko. Casey Nosfor. Eunice Orchukuwu. Garthiga Parthipan. Annabelle Modest. Melshida Celestine Namuko. Roya Nasiri. Kyla Popert. Jasmine Roming. Zara Razy E. Kathleen Rideout. Brooklyn Rutherford.
Good lungs, sister.
Jessica Santos. Brittany Simpson. Suzanne Slajeski. Rebecca Van Pelt. Registered Nurse, Critical Care Nursing. Mary Parambil. Social service worker. Deanna Brown. Miranda Bullard. Jessica Ellick. Taylor Hanley. Navreen Kaur. Nani Kaur Sagi. Bree Hernandez. Heather Hiltz. Michael LeBlanc. Sandra Lopez Adams. Megan Muyon. Amanda Pitter. Alexander Reed. Nadine Schilling. Famida Sheikh. Tamisha White. Raylene Stender.
Distinguished guests, Ralph Hoffman will now present a posthumous certificate for Daniel Menard in the Personal Support Worker Program to his family. This concludes the conferring of credentials to our graduates from the School of Health and Community Services. Greg Murphy, Executive Dean of MAD, will now present the diplomas and certificates for the School of Media, Art, and Design.
Advertising Digital Media Management. Joshua McGurk. Tony Marie Miller. Vertika Ajit Borkar. Advertising and Marketing Communications. Jasleen Baga. Aditya Kshatriya. Jashanpreet Kaur. Kadeem Richard Armstrong. Angelina Copeland Ward. Nyan Doe. Alexander Grella. Nilenka Nisilangel. Alistair Najem. Aliyah Lalan Lane. Victoria Petrovsky. Kayanat Sharma. Jenna Rose Story. Animation Digital Production. Lauren Allen. Madeline Beaumont. Danny Bobcat. Corey Gome. Stefan Gonzalez Perez. Holly Ye Greer. Emma Johnston. Katrina Mazzocchi. Jennifer McCracken. Molly Rhodes. Jamaica Riley.
Broadcasting, radio, and contemporary media, Valentina Barros. Erica Carson. Peter Scher. Ryan Delaney. Nicholas Use. Richard Evans. Rakeisha Harvey. Grace Hillian. Zachary Kingston. Contemporary web design. And Ritpal Singh. Alejandro Alberes Porras. Noor Alem. Karan Ben Ra. Mosmi Desai. Charanjit Kaur Kangura. Devinder Kumar. Varun Malhotra. Lavish Sekri. Kashish Wadwa. Vioma Shah. Fine Arts Advanced, Hannah Dawn. Cassandra Dulaban. Phelan Hingston. Jessica Luke. Lauren Porter. Sydney Sherlock. Foundations in Art and Design. Alicia Estridge. Micah Nasir. Game, Art, Justin Bain. Tanisha Marie Deschamps Grant. Andrew Hobson. Alexander McWilliams. Catherine Chotanez. Graphic design, Kristen Cornell. Megan Dobson. Leanne Kardashiansky. Rachel Keene. Dana Reed. Nathaniel Sherritt. Ethan Vorstenbosch. Interactive Media Design, Akashdeep Singh. Jodhveer Singh. Ritinder Singh Gruwal. Shahzad Preet Singh. Luping Situ. Diraj. Arman Singh. Pawandeep Kaur. Rajanpreet Kaur.
Dolly Bardwaj. Gursimran Kaur. Rajwinder Kaur. Simrandeep Kaur. Arshdeep Kaur Haider. Anish Mahindru. Kevin Ledesma. Dhruv Dharmesh Patel. Archanaben Rathi. Daniel Rio Soares. Babu Nikhil Joseph Paul, Sandy Mapu. Boni Kumar Hemabanji Hai Soni. Ariana Thorson. Shafan Yunsis. Shazwan Yuns. Kiranjot Kaur. Arshdeep Singh. Media Fundamentals. Jaylyn Sears. Music Business Administration. Kaylee Haskell. Hannah Salehi. Photography, Samantha Robson. Riley Taggett. Public Relations, Gurkirat Singh. Scott Armstrong. Somaya Brown. Milana Gladalina. Christine Yermakovich. Ashi Padma Kumar. Akshay Verma. Navdeep Kaur Nurla. Jenna Peace. Jenna is the 2020 recipient of the President's Award of Excellence in Student Leadership. This award recognizes the student who best displays the attributes of leadership and integrity while demonstrating involvement in a variety of campus activities. Video production, Brooke Burns. Taylor Burns. Lavina De Souza. Jaden Grass. Tristan Haynes. Akshay Monsi.
Distinguished guests, Greg Murphy will now present a posthumous diploma for Matthew Felton in the Contemporary Web Design program to his family. This concludes the conferring of credentials to our graduates from the School of Media, Art, and Design.
Architectural Tech.
Rebecca Milburn, Executive Dean of the School of Science and Engineering Technology, will now present the diplomas and certificates for the School of Science and Engineering Technology.
Architectural Technician, Rainyet Kiel Bion. Jacob Cosburn. Architectural Technology, Yasmin Arash. Cody Bootsma. Hayden Lamb. Maliha Mohudin. Gabrielle Oluyefemi. Onalabulu. Rohan Tena. Biomedical Engineering Technology, Gantavia Sirvasatavia. Biotechnology Advanced, Miranda Herbaco. Terrell Matthews. Niti Panchal. Peksha Patel. Rohan Patel. Dakshita Nimaye Kumar Sudklan. Girija Jian Chandra Subodhi. Arjun Suthranasan. Krupali Vakayaya. Chemical Engineering Technology, Louise Grisafi. Chemical Laboratory Technician, Inderjeet Kaur. Manisha. Prabhisimran Kaur.
Visva Ahir. Daniel Badak. Rutvi Bhatt. Jenna Clements. Happy Dobaraya. Janal Gazira. Kajal Mahesh Kumar Gandhi. Jasneet Kaur. Caitlin Lopez. Jisha Patel. Kushali Patel. Krupa Patel. Nidhi Patel. Malkeet Singh. Amanpreet Kaur. Jagmeet Kaur. Shrasti Patel. Aditya Ajakumar Shiji. Himalayan Ajakumar Shah. Umang Patel. Janil Rajesh Kumar Rabadia. Pranav Manoj Dev. Digvijason Dea. Kush Patel. Dhruti Dharmeshbay Desai. Aditya Vijakant Sheth. Priyanka Pradeep Gag. Chandras Kolakia. Amandeep Kaur. Gagandeep Singh Chadha. Arjun Amit Kumar Daraya. Nidhi Patel. Malhar Kandar Pathak. Jinkal Shirish Kumar Viradia. Ruchi Patel. Ravina Patel. Sulin Dorothy Pinero. Krupa Purohit. Dueja Richards. Rajvi Shah. Marin Shaji. Kruti Trivedi. Kushbu Vora. Chemical Laboratory Technology, Pharmaceutical and Food Science, Danish Dev. Alisa Karingal. Vandana Chula. Navpreet Dhaliwal. Irena George. Sandra Mariah James.
Ramandeep Kaur Kipal. Vinay Sai Lankapali. Theodra Maldner Winnick. Bhumika Manjaria. Ozi OMQ Wimoko. Bhagarvi Patel. Jinal Manish Patel. Jasmine Pindra Patel. Sonal Vinada Patel. Fatima Hossein Patwari. Hanza Ram. Courtney Zosky. Anu Therese Thaji. Azwari Amal Margaret Varghese. Civil Engineering Technology. Dean Andre Sunico. Electromechanical Engineering Technology, Industrial Automation and Robotics Metronics. Vincenzo Accardi. Kushang Badvisa Desai. Sujal Kumar Janakumar Patel. Michaela Scott Finley. Brandon Susi. Electronic Engineering Technician. Pratibha Kapil. Electronics Engineering Technology. Alex Petru. Environmental Technology. Anjali Sharma. Kimberly Ball. Shredda Barot. Amita Sharma. Gurleen Kaur. Ritu Bansal. Mechanical Engineering Technician. Jasmeet Singh. Meena Siwach. Sazal Jain. Jolly Chiwaye. Drumil Patel. Mechanical Engineering Technician, Non-Destructive Evaluation. Gurdeep Singh. Jatin Basvar. Jim Cree. Almigdad Ibrahim. Chandandeep Kaur. Ankit Patel.
Congratulations, brother.
Abhishek Sharma. Shivan Hupendebarhai Takar. Mechanical Engineering Technology. Marlon Aline. John Ronald Batak. John Ross Leach. Water Quality Technician. Jade Wheelock.
This concludes the conferring of credentials to our graduates from the School of Science and Engineering Technology.
we will just wait until all graduates are back to their seats. I would now ask all graduates to stand and be recognized. Assembled guests, our 2021 graduating class. Graduates, please be seated. Before I close, I would like to thank the executive deans, associate deans, professors, and learning facilitators who've joined us for this celebration and for their contribution to our students' journey to graduation. Our professors and learning facilitators are on the leading edge of DC's experiential learning, using their expertise to help teach students the skills they need to succeed. Beyond that, they also serve as mentors, friends, going above and beyond for those in their classes and labs. Seeing their students graduate is a culmination of all their hard work, and I know they're filled with pride watching today's celebration. I will now ask all faculty and learning facilitators in attendance to please stand and be recognized for their contributions to our students' success. To our graduates, I say congratulations. We are pleased to share this moment with you and formally celebrate the completion of your academic credential. I will now call upon our MC, Dr. Scott Blakey.
Thank you, Elaine. In closing, I would like to offer a heartfelt thank you to our Board of Governors, employees, and community partners for their involvement in the success of our graduates. Thank you also to Tom Lynch and Krista Lisi for announcing our graduates' names as they crossed the stage this morning. We're also very grateful to all of our Durham College colleagues who participated in today's celebration, as well as the big drum performers and piper Alan McPhee and the Tribute Community Center, and our interpreters who signed today's ceremonies. A big thank you also goes out to our Associate Vice President Academic, Michelle Hutt, and her team, as well as the communications and marketing team for the countless hours that went into planning and execution of today's convocation. And finally, congratulations, graduates. The future is yours for the taking. Please give it all you've got. Work hard, and success will be yours. I now declare the Durham College Spring Convocation to be concluded. Please remain at your seats until the platform party has recessed. Have a great day. Thank you very much.
With so much freedom. Everybody come on now. Everybody. I'm stuck to the dance floor with the whole team. With the whole team. I'm stuck to the dance floor with the whole team. With the whole team. Let me see you shake. What you ask for, giving you the whole shit. I'ma give you the whole shit. Let me see you wild. I'm stuck to the dance floor with the whole team. With the whole team. I say yeah. Oh yeah. Let me see you wild. You do, I'ma do too.
When I move my body just like this, I don't know why, but I feel like freedom. I hear a song that takes me back, and I let go with so much freedom. Freedom. I'm gonna get it, 'cause it's my freedom.
Feel it in my bones, it's down to the wire. It's more than a dream, it's more than desire. I can feel you holding your breath, and you don't know what I'm gonna do next. Now it's been years in the making, and I do it over again. It's been years in the making. So turn the lights down low, rolling up my sleeve. Right now I'm in my zone. Put your eyes on me. I got the skies to show. It didn't come for free. It's been years in the making. So put your hands up high, baby, walk with me. I see it in your eyes. It's something you believe. You got the skies to show. It didn't come for free. It's been years in the making. Chasing down everything I'm feeling. I'm coming first and I'm the last one leaving. Now it's been years in the making, and I do it over again. It's been years in the making. So turn the lights down low, rolling up my sleeve. Right now I'm in my zone. Put your eyes on me. I got the skies to show. It didn't come for free. It's been years in the making. So turn the lights down low, rolling up my sleeves. Right now I'm in my zone. Put your eyes on me. I got the skies to show. It didn't come for free. It's been years in the making. So put your hands up high, baby, walk with me. I see it in your eyes. It's something you believe. You got the skies to show. It didn't come for free. It's been years in the making. It's been years in the making. It's been years a celebration. Celebrate good times, come on. Let's celebrate. There's a party going on right here, a dedication to last throughout the years. So bring your good times and your laughter too. We gon' celebrate and party with you. Come on now. Celebration. Let's all celebrate and have a good time. Yeah, yeah. Celebration. We gon' celebrate and have a good time. It's time to come together. It's up to you. What's your pleasure? Everyone around the world, come on! It's a celebration. It's a celebration. Celebrate good times, come on! Let's celebrate. Come on now. Celebrate good times, come on. Let's celebrate. We're gonna have a good time tonight. Let's celebrate. It's alright. We're gonna have a good time tonight. Let's celebrate. It's alright.